श्री गणेशाय, ओम श्री सरस्वती, ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रुति स्मृति पुराणानालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरं। समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देव गुरुं ब्रह्म विद्वर मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानंद माधवं परमानंद माधव। Sit straight with the head, neck and vertebral column in a straight line called Sthira Asana. We are sitting in a clean, quiet place all alone. Our eyes gently closed, not too tight. Now we bow down to our Guru and Ishtadevata. We surrender to them and worship their feet with devotion and faith. We pray, O Lord, please bless us with the fourfold sadhana chatushtaya. Now become aware of our breathing. The breathing is going on. We breathe in a rhythm. Practice it for 6 to 7 times. This quietens our mind. To this quiet mind bring the knowledge of Upanishad. Through the Mahavakya tells us that we are the consciousness. One such Mahavakya is Tattvamasi. The consciousness which is all pervading and which is present at individual level is one consciousness, which is indicated by Omkara. Om iti etat Brahma, ayam Atma Brahma. This Atma is Brahman. Let us chant Omkara, try to abide in the self. Mentally repeat Aham Brahma. Om Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Rub your hands, put your palm on your eyes and slowly open your eyes. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. Bhagwan Shankaracharya bowed down to his Guru Govinda Padacharya and to the Lord, and he says that this knowledge is only realized through the Vedanta and not through the sense organs. Tamagocharam. We bow down to Bhagwan Shankaracharya, who has written this text. We bow down to Puja Gurudev, who taught us. We bow down to the entire Guru Parampara. We bow down to the Lord. By His grace we are able to study. And we bow down to all the great masters. We seek their blessings. With their blessings we start our studies. So we have seen last time Vivekachudamani 279. Prarabdham pushyati vapuhu. This we have seen last. And it was said that do not worry about anything. The prarabdha takes care of our body, and have courage and you practice your swa adhyasa apanayam kuru. Try to remove your adhyasa. Try to remove. Now we move to the next verse. Naham jiva param brahmete tad vyavrutti purvakam vasana vegata praptah swadhyashapanayam kuru. Vasana vegata naham jiva param brahmete vyavrutti purvakam Vasana vegata prapta swadhyashapanayam kuru na aham jiva. I am not the Jivatma. Then who am I? Param Brahma. I am that supreme being, Param Brahma. Etada Vyavrutti Purvakam. Vyavrutti means negation. Vyavrutti means negation. There are two words in our Vedanta. They are called, one is Atad Vyavrutti and another is called Vidhi Mukhena. Atad Vyavrutti means by negation. By negation. So he says, Naham Jivaha Param Brahma. I am not this limited being, the Jivatma, but who am I? I am that Param Brahma. That we have to realize by Vyavrutti Purvakam, by the method of negation. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. And Vasana Vegata Prapta. And why that I am this body, we have this feeling or we have this experience because of Vasana Vegata. Vasana Vegata means that it is because of the vasanas we are having from many janmas, isn't it? We have likes, dislikes. This janma janmantar vasana is there. This is called vasana vegata. And this vasana pushes us. Bhagavan says, though your vasana can, anatma vasana, that I am this body, and because of this body you like something, you don't like something, Bhagavan says, vasana vegataha prapta. Because of this vasana, what do you do? Swa adhyasa. At the seat of meditation, try to remove your superimposition. Try to remove your superimposition. See, because of this, I am not able to see anyone except Venkatraman sir. All because of this, we cannot say why. Are you able to all listen me? Venkatraman sir, you are able to listen me? Okay. Yes, okay. If you are able to listen me, no problem. But I can't see any one of you. Okay. So, Vasana Vegataha Prapta Swa Adhyasa Apanam. You remove your Adhyasa. Remove your Adhyasa. And you, this Jiva Bhav, even you know that I am Brahman, but the Jiva Bhav comes repeatedly. And I am this body. Oh, I have this problem. I have this BP. I have this headache. This, because of the Purva Janmantar Vasana, that I am this body is so strong. Even after studying, we know that I am not the body. But still, the identification do not go easily. So Bhagavan says, try to practice, eliminate that I, by the way of negation. By the way of negation, you say that I am not this, I am not this. So this is how one has to practice at the seat of meditation. Bhagavan says further that how to eliminate this anatma vasana. Now he gives Shuttya yuktya swanubhutya gnatva sarvatmyam atmana kvachida bhashata prapta swadhyanayam kuru. Shuttya yuktya swanubhutya gnatva sarvatmyam atmana kvachida bhashata swadhya shapanayam kuru. Now we said Sarvatmyam Atmanaha. Sarvatmyam Atmana means that the self in me is the same self everywhere. It is called Sarvatma Bhava. The consciousness in me is the same consciousness everywhere. If this understanding is there, our behavior will be totally different. We will not say I am high or that person is low. Because you have more money, more education, you do not look down upon anyone. Because the consciousness is one consciousness. Chandalo Piva, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, he is the lowest being. And a dog eater, Chandala, Sarvatmyamatmanah Gnata. Having realized this, Gnatva is having realized that the consciousness in me is the same consciousness everywhere. How am I to realize? Shrutya. Because the Shruti says, the Upanishad says, Vedanta says, as one consciousness, Yuktya. And logically also you try through the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya tells us. So logically also try to understand. And Swa Anubhutya. And then have your own experience. The consciousness is the same consciousness. Gnani has this experience. That's why he loves everyone. He understands everyone. But at the same time, he loves everyone. This we have to practice. We have a difference. I don't like this. This I like more. This I like person less. No. Understand everyone, but have the Sarvatma Bhav. And Kvachidabhasatah. But what happens, Kvachida. Kvachida means that here Bhagavan is warning us that even when a slight trace appears, how slight trace appears? Suppose you are two people, you are right about something, other person is arguing and he is trying to prove he is right. You know he is wrong, but still you know that you are right and you want to prove it. And in that, another person is not listening, anger comes. Kvachida abhasata. Not every time. Sometimes, like the snake, it shows its hood, the anger, the likes, dislikes, all. We have to see how much we have to be alert. Whether I am getting angry. When we get angry, we do not realize also. Once the anger has gone, only then you know that I was angry. Or I said, use some words. When you are tense, isn't it? Why you should be tense, I don't understand. The work has to be done. You have to plan it. Once you have planned it, why you have to be tense? People get tense. So, when sometimes when it slightly appears, a trace appears. Not that total anger is that, but little trace appears. Prapta, then swadhyasapanayam kuru. You become alert and try to know that I am the consciousness. This is in day-to-day life. Day-to-day life, when you are acting in the world, soon come to your own self. I am the consciousness. It is the mind who gets angry. The mind is having all these negativities. I am not the mind. I have to go beyond the mind. The tension is also in the mind. Means our identification is with the mind. Identification is with the mind. Bhagavan says, Kvachida bhasata. Not every time. Whenever slightly it appears, swadhyasapanayam kuru. Try to get established in the self. Remember your own self, that my nature is consciousness. In consciousness, all these are not there. These are the situation Lord supply us to improve us, to improve our nature. But we forget that time and we become that. All this situation for our improvement. Gurudev is to say that whatever comes in your life, it is supplied so that you come out of it. You become alert and come out of it. But we become that. We become that. Prapta swadhyasa panayam kuru. Bhagavan says, by apply the Mahavakya, Yukti and your own experience. Now, Bhagavan says that whenever we act in the world outside and there is a response. Action is there and the response. Perception and response is there. We see something and then we respond. That is explained how we should do. Bhagavan explains. Annadana visargabhya ishannasti kriya mune tadeka nisthaya nityam swadhyasapanayam kuru. Annadana visargabhya ishan nasti kriya mune tadekanisthaya nityam swadhyasapanayam kuru. There are two words. Anna, this is how you have to break it. Anna adana, and the next word is visargabhyam. Anna adana means when we are taking some food inside. Taking food inside is a kind of perception. It is by that we have to understand it is upalakshana. Anna adan and visargabhyam is an upalakshana for all perception and responding. Okay? Anna adana, when we take food, we take something, and visargabhyam, and then there is a evacuation. These are the two. He has just given one example. In the same way, when we see something, then comes the response, likes and dislikes, hatredness and love, raga, dvesha. All this come. Annadana visargabhyam. Bhagavan says that when this kam, krodha, lobha, all this is seen, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, all this is because of your adhyasa, our superimposition that I am the body. Then we have likes, dislikes, anger, and the fear, greediness, all this comes. Bhagavan says, Ishan. Ishan means not a bit, not a slight, not slight. Nasti kriya munehe. We perception is there and then we respond. But munehe, a person, a sage, who is a mune means mananashilam, or a sincere seeker. But nasti kriya. Such a person has no relationship with this perception and responding. He knows that I am not the doer, I am not the enjoyer. The things are happening. It is the sense organs, they go to sense objects. And all this breathing is going on, circulation is going on, all these actions are taking place in my body. But I am not the doer. It happens, it is happening, all these actions going on. I am neither the doer, I am not the enjoyer. Okay? So, when Muni is there, such a person, what he does? Nasti kriya munehe. His responding will be different than ours. Our responding depends on likes, dislikes. Raga, dvesha, kama, krodha. Muni is not like that. Nasti kriya mune. And because he knows I am not the doer. He knows that I am not the doer. The things are happening in my presence. In my presence, the sense organs go to sense objects. I am not the doer. I am just a witness of it. Nasti kriya mune. And tadeka nisthaya. And what he does, his mind is single pointed in contemplation. Tadeka nisthaya, with single pointed mind, he removes his superimposition. Is established, is only a witness, is not taking part in anything. His mind is continuous, is in the self. Ekanishta is only abiding in the self, is abiding in the self. You know, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, when he used to worship Goddess Mother, and that time, sometimes when the food is offered to Mother, he himself will start eating. And then it was a complaint against him. Then he says, to whom I offer is also the consciousness, and here who is eating is also the consciousness. This is how he was seeing the oneness. There is no action that I am the eater. No, he has no such type of experience. Tadeka nishtya. He even worshipping, he was seeing the mother directly, not as an idol. He never saw as an idol. He was seeing Mother Goddess. He could talk to her. Tadeka nishtya. You and I, when we worship, we see the only idol. And that's why so much dust is around that in the puja room. Dirty. Because you see his idol. But Mahatma sees it is a Lord. It should, let have a small puja room, but it should be neat and clean. And try to see the Lord in that. Tadeka nishtaya. Nitaram sthiti. Is to abide in the self. Now further he says that this adhyasa, which can be removed by Mahavakya. He has already said, Tattvamashyadi Vakyot Brahmatme Katva Bodhata Brahmanyatma Tvadardhyaya Swadhyashapanayam Kuru. Tattvamashyaदिवाक्योऽथ ब्रह्मात्मैकत्वबोधत ब्रह्मण्यात्मत्वदार्ढ्याय स्वाध्याशापनयं कुरु. He says that Brahmatmattvadardhyaya, I am that Brahman, that Dardhyaya, strengthening. We have to strengthen. How it will happen? By repetition, meditation. Again and again. And during daytime also remember, I am consciousness. But we live as a body, mind, intellect, I am so and so. No, Brahmanya Atmatva Dardhyaya, strengthening that. Tattvamasyadi Vakyota. Through the Mahavakya, that realizing the oneness of the Jivatma and Paramatma, Ekatva Bodhataha. And then one realized that the consciousness is one consciousness. The knowledge of oneness. Atma ekatva bodha. Brahma Atma ekatva bodha. That the consciousness in me is the same consciousness everywhere. This oneness. How it arises? Arises Vakya Uttha. Vakyotha means arising from the Mahavakya. Through the Mahavakya. That's why we are telling, no, Tattvamasi, we are telling that Mahavakya. Then only we say Omkara. It is the Mahavakya, understand, through the Mahavakya only the knowledge takes place. That's why it's called Mahavakya. It has a great importance, Mahavakya. Through the Mahavakya arising the oneness of Jivatma and Paramatma, Brahmani Atmatva Dardhyaya. How you have to read? Dardhyaya, strengthening. That I am not the Jivatma, but I am the Brahman. The consciousness is one consciousness. How? Through the meditation and remove your superimposition. Through the meditation and remove your superimposition. In Mahavakya, we give the literal meaning. The contradiction we give up, isn't it? We have seen a boy who was a small child and then is a grown-up boy. Now so much understanding in the child and the grown-up is different. All that literal meaning we give up and only the person is same we see. In the same way, giving up the contradiction between the Jivatma and Paramatma. We are the limited being, our knowledge is limited, and Brahman is Sarvagna, Sarvashaktiman. This is how we have to understand. And then he says, Atma Ekatva Bodhata. Come to realize the oneness of Jivatma and Paramatma. See, why so many times he is telling? So that this knowledge becomes so much strengthened and firm in us that I am the consciousness. When the consciousness thought comes, you become so light in your whatever work you are doing. Otherwise you are very tense. When the identification is so strong. Now Bhagavan says that Pratitir Jiva Jagato Swapnavad Bhati Avata. Oh, I'm sorry. That there is a next verse down. I went to the next page. I'm sorry. Syadehesmin Nishesha Vilayavadi. निःशेष विलयावधि सावधानेन युक्तात्मा स्वाध्यासापनयं कुरु भावस्य देहेऽस्मिन् निःशेष विलयावधि सावधानेन युक्तात्मा स्वाध्यासापनयं कुरु. Bhagavan says that aham bhavasya, I am this body. Dehesmin, where it is in this body. I am this body. This understanding we have. Nishesha vilaya avadhi, till nishesha, completely vilaya avadhi, till it is rooted out. Till it is rooted out. That we have to see. Nobody can tell us. It is we only have to see how much we have identification. Till it is completely rooted out. Savadhanena, with extreme vigilance, alertness, yukta, with that atma, yukta atma means that one who is meditating, such a seeker, he has to be very, very alert. The moment the moment your mind is not calm, understand you are identifying with the body. If there is no identification with the body, we will remain quiet whatever amount of work we are doing. Oh no, I am the doer, I am doing, I want to do the best. When all this understanding is there, the identification is so strong. Bhagavan says, aham bhavasya dehesmi. Nishesha vilaya avadhi, when it is not completely rooted out, till that, savadhanena yuktatma, O meditator, O seeker, you have to be extreme alert. The moment it comes, understand, my son, my child, my house, I am the doer, I and mine, isn't it? This is called Maya, this is called Ajnana, this is ignorance. Ignorance is nothing. I and my is ignorance. My children, my house should be like this only. I should be like this only. This is how I do the work. Yes, that does not mean we do work in a haphazard way. We should be perfect. But there is no identification. I am the doer. I am the doer. Work goes on. Lord has given me this situation to make me better. And this is how we have to understand and go on doing your work with a quiet mind. Savadhanena yuktatma swadhyasapanayam kuru. Remove your superimposition. Remove your superimposition. As long as that ahankara is that, that hood comes out of ahankara, I am this. Till that is totally rooted out, Bhagavan says you have to be very, very alert, very, very alert. We want others to know what I am doing. Oh, this much work I am doing. All this impression is in the mind. Have understanding, Lord has given me this chance to serve. And I am serving. And this is a situation to make me a better person. Lord has given me this. You will remain quiet. And still you go on doing your work with the best efficiency. Okay? So, Swadhyasapanayam. These are all practical verses in our life. Pratitir jiva jagata swapnavad bhati avata tavat nirantaram vidvan swadhyasapanayam kuru. Pratitir jiva jagata swapnavad bhati avatau tavat nirantaram vidvan swadhyasapanayam kuru. There are two words, yavat and tavat. So we have to catch this word. Yavat pratitihi jiva jagata. As long as you give reality to the world, you are pratiti. You are seeing the world and giving reality to I am this body and the world is real. When we interact, we give reality to it, to this perception. of my own self and to the world. What Bhagavan says, Swapnavat bhati, till you see all as a dream. In dream, yesterday I saw a dream. In the dream, I saw that so many Mahatmas have come and everybody's welcoming them and worshipping them, and the satsang is going on. When I got up, there was nothing. When I was experiencing, it was very real for me. Swapnavat, the dream appears very real when we are experiencing it. But when we get up from the dream, nothing is such. Nothing is such. You are lying in your own bed. There were no people, there were no Mahatmas, you were not welcoming them, there was no satsang going on, nothing was there. So, Swapnavat bhati. Now we give reality to the world. He says, whenever you experience the word pratiti, you understand it is as real as dream. The dream only when you experience. So you have to do your duty. You can't escape from it. But don't give it reality. I am doing and my people. I and mine means this is a reality you are giving. Don't give reality. This is my duty and this is a Lord has given me to learn something. You have to be alert. Everything is not real, what we experience in day-to-day life. The relative world is as real as dream. What we are transacting, even now what we are studying, yes, from the highest absolute point, this is also a dream. It's not real. And tavat nirantaram vidwan. Vidwan means a person who has studied the scriptures, who has knowledge of the scriptures. And I am not the body, mind and intellect. I am the consciousness. Such a person, tavat, so long, nirantaram, continuously, swadhyasapanayam kuru. Remove your superimposition. You are given some work to do and you think, I am the only doer. No, understand the capacity you and I have is because of the Lord. It is, I am just an instrument and I must do my best whatever job is given. But I am not the doer. When you say I am the doer, ahankara comes. And when somebody pricks your ego, then you are totally broken into pieces. So, understand, tavat nirantaram vidwan, a person, a learned person, as long as he has this identification, giving reality to the world and to oneself, not thinking this is not absolute real. This is relatively real. Understand these two words. From the absolute point, Brahman alone is the reality. In the relative world, now we are studying, we are learning, I am talking, you are listening. This is all in the relative world. Bhagavan says, as long as you give reality to it, swadhyasapanayam karo. Go on removing your identification. As much the identification is strong, that much suffering we have. The next verse, Bhagavan says that, but how long I must go on doing this practicing? Bhagavan says, Nidraya lokavarta shabdadarapi vishmrute kvachit navasaram dattva chintayatmanamatmani. Nidraya lokavartaya shabdaderapi vishmrute kvachit navasaram dattva chintayatmanamatmani. Here there are two compound. Kvachita na avsaram dattva. Second line. Kvachita na avsaram dattva and chintaya atmanam atmani. Atmanam atmani. And in the first line is shabdadehe api. Shabdadehe api. Visarga has become ra. Now he says, kvachid, the second line. Kvachita na avsaram dattva. Do not give a slight chance. Do not give a slight chance. For what? Nidraya, to sleep. Now, sleep is necessary for us. But when we are meditating, the mind becomes so quiet. One goes to sleep. Nidraya. When there is a group meditation, you can listen the snoring sound. Because the mind becomes so quiet, this is only the habit. Mind is quiet, we go to sleep. We go to sleep. Nidraya. Don't go to sleep. Nidraya. Then don't give this. Means we have to be alert. When we are meditating, we don't go to sleep. Nidraya. Lokavartaya. During daytime, the gossip. What has happened to the next house? Why there is so much sound? Why there is no sound? What is happening? Lokavartaya. Worldly gossip. Bhagavan says, what is not necessary, please don't give your ears to that. Don't give ears to that. What is necessary, you listen. What is not necessary, don't listen. But our Akhandanji Maharaj gives an example. He had few disciples, and one day the disciple comes and tells, Swamiji, I want to tell you something. Yes, what is that? Tell me. He said, something was talking and the people were talking. He said, it's going to help me. That talk is going to help you. Are we going to learn something? Then tell me. Otherwise, please don't tell me anything. Lokavartaya. Unnecessary gossip. Don't tell me. Don't listen. Even somebody tells you, you said, please don't tell me. People are interested in gossip. That's why Bhagavan said, Lokavartaya kvachita navsaram. Never give your ears to that. Shabdadehe api. Shabdadehe api means ade. Shabda sparsha rasa rupa gandha. All this, the sense organs going to sense objects in the world. Oh, a good music is coming. A cricket match is going on. Whole day you on and go on listening. Go on listening. Our Puja Gurudev, he was a tennis player, good. And whenever we used to sit, he used to watch the tennis match. It was for us. He was always one with the self. He was one with the self. Kvachidana Sharam. We have seen Gurudev watching tennis. We'll be seeing Gurudev is watching. He is not watching. His mind is absorbed in the self. We may see the two players are playing, but what he is seeing, we can't understand. Are they happy? Sound, music, taste, touch, all that. Kvachitana sharam dattva. Bhagavan says, do not give any a slight your mind to all of that. Because now it is little, but it becomes Taranga Samudravata. Now it is a small wave, but it becomes like a sea within no time. So, now Sharam Dattva Chintaya Atmanam Atmani. But you think in your mind about the self, you meditate in your mind about the self. Chintaya Atmanam Atmani. Atmani here is mind. In your mind you think about the self. Do not unnecessary you turn your mind to anything. Nidraya lokavar. This is how our time is wasted. Now, Shabdade api through the small mobile is enough. All day you just start something. Oh, 1 hour is gone. You do not know. You have wasted your time. Lokavartaya Shabdade api vishmrute. Do not, Bhagavan says, do not have this forgetfulness and don't give a slight chance to all this, because it appears small, but then you have wasted so much time. You have forgotten your own self. Yes. Now the next verse, Bhagavan says that understand, you have so much identification with this body. What is this body? What is this body? Mata pitrormalodbhutam malamam samayam vapuhu tyaktva chandalavat duram brahmi bhuya kruti bhava. Mata pitrormalodbhutam malamam samayam vapuhu tyaktva chandalavat duram brahmi bhuya kriti bhava. Bhagavan Shankaracharya is blessing us. Is blessing us. What is tell? Brahmi bhuya. You become Brahman. Means come to realize that you are the Brahman. Kruti bhava. And become kritakritya. That is what is to be done. Having this human body, you please do it. Realize your own self and do what is to be done. The human body you have. Only the human body we can realize. Jantunam narajanma. Human body is very rare. And that is used only that as Lord has given to realize the truth. Bhagavan says, now, this body which you say, you have strong identification that I am this body. How this body is? What is this body? Mata pitror mala udbhutam. This body which you have is born out of the mala, the dirt of the mother and father. The sperm and ova is telling they are nothing but the dirt. Out of this body has came. Okay, the body came, but what is this body? Malamamsa mayam. It is mayam means consisting of mala, all dirt, impurities, and mamsa. This body, what you said, I am this body. Try to see your body. Who are you? It is all the layers are there. The skin is there, epidermis, dermis, all the flesh, the fat, bone marrow, and inside that is a dirt, blood and all that. Malamamsa mayam vapu. This is, you say, I am this body. This is our body. Then tyaktva chandalavata. Generally, that Bhagavan Shankaracharya, when he was taking bath in the Ganges, and when he saw it is the Lord Shiva only is coming as a chandala having the 4 dogs. And Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Gacha, remove, move. Because you are a chandal and I have taken bath. Then that Manisha Panchakam. Isn't it? Manisha Panchakam. That stotra is Manisha Panchakam. Like that, chandalavat tyaktva. You don't touch it. Tyaktva. Here, you can't remain without touching, but don't identify with that. Tyaktva means give your identification that I am this body. Understand. Try to analyze what is this body. It is all made up of sapta dhatu, and there is a dirt, and it has born out of the dirt of the mother and father. Understand, when the identification is there, you have to give up. But this is the only human body we can wish for realizing. We have to use to realize that, not for anything else, to enjoy. Have many desires and you want to enjoy. I am this body, these are my people. If they are happy, you are happy. If they are suffering, you are suffering. No. You do your duty, but don't identify with that. The moment we identify, now you are happy, now you are sad. That's why Bhagavan says, don't identify with the body. Try to analyze what is my body. When I said I am this body, what is this body? How it has come? What it is made up of? And when you will have this understanding, tyaktva chandalavata, you keep it duram. Duram means don't identify with that I am this body. I am this body. Don't identify. Don't have a strong identification with this body. What is to be done? You do your best. With this body, only we can serve others. The body is given to serve others. The body is only for serving others. So understand this, and Bhagavan Shankaracharya said, Brahmi Bhuya. You come to realize your own self. With this body, human body alone, you can realize the truth. Even Devas want the human body. Deva's body is for bhoga. When Shukadevji was telling Bhagavatam, Devas came and they said, you give us this Kathamrita, we will give this Amrita Kumbha. Then he said, no, to Parikshita, we don't want Amrita Kumbha. This Kathamrita only will realize that, by that we can realize that I am the consciousness. So, Brahmi Bhuya Kruti Bhava. This is very important. Kruti Bhava. Come to realize that I am the self. That is called Kruti Bhava. Krita Kritya. Having got this human body, we have, through that we have realized our own self. That is called Kruti Bhava. In 15th chapter it said, Krita Kritya Bhava. Krutya Kritya. Having done what is to be done, having got this body. So we should always remember why this body has been given, for what purpose has been given. All these thoughts should be very clear in our mind. And with this body, what I can realize? How can I realize? Through the Shastra, through the Shravana, Manana and Nidityas, I can realize my own self. So, through the Satsang, through the Mahatmas, I can realize the truth. That we have to understand. That's why this body is given. Only human birth we can realize. No other birth we can realize this human birth. But here Bhagavan is criticizing because we have identification with the body. That I am this body. So he says, try to analyze what is your body. This body is like this. And how this body has come. This should be, we should have very clear idea, because we have very strong identification. I am this body. I am a mother. I am a father. That is to do the duty in a relative world. But I am the consciousness. Brahmi Bhuya Kruti Bhava. That's what Bhagavan says. So, with this, the verses have ended. And now Bhagavan says further that how we can realize this to different ways. Bhagavan is trying to explain that we can realize and understand our own self. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Loka Samata Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samata Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samata Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti. My pranam to all of you. Please study, think over it, reflect it, and make as a practice in our life. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om to all of you.